Hello there. This is a short video. I'm not going to speak about holistic therapies or books or tarot or my skills. Maybe yes, I'm going to speak my skills, but we're going to speak about memory, loss of memory during menopause and after our 50s, and why this woman who is not a native English speaker is reading books in a loud voice. Stay with me. This pandemic situation we are living all over the world has changed our habits, our work, the way we live. And for people who live all alone, like myself, and we are kind of isolated because we no longer work with the people we used to work with, or for example, I don't organize any more workshops or groups, study groups, so I'm most of the time all alone. I don't see people face to face. I have a channel, the main channel is of Susannah Lorenzo, which is in Spanish mainly. There were some videos in English at the beginning, but then people complained. So I work a lot for that channel because my videos are monetized and I'm trying to make a living or at least earn some money with my work there. But I don't practice my English as often as I did in the past. And I've realized that because of stress and because of poor diet and the conditions I've been living this year, my brain is foggy sometimes. And I may find myself, I don't know, trying to keep a bottle of bleach in the fridge, for example, things like that, especially when I am worn out, when my brain is like, okay, give me a break. So I have a couple of students of English, students who want to learn English, but their level is elementary or pre-intermediate, so I have to lower down my level so that they can follow me or they can understand when I speak. So I haven't worked seriously with English in a long while. I used to be an excellent interpreter, simultaneous interpreter. I used to be an excellent translator, but I haven't worked as a translator or as interpreter in many, many years. So my English, as I said in other videos, is rusty. So I read a lot in English. I do webinars, I hear podcasts, I watch videos, I watch movies in English, and I can understand perfectly well. But I've realized that when I try to speak or I try to communicate, it takes a long time. Like, not because I'm translating in my head, but because I don't find the right word. I don't find the vocabulary, which is somewhere here stored in my brain. So I said, okay, to me, no, because I speak to me only. Why don't we read aloud? Why don't we share some of the books we are reading? We, my soul, my heart. So I made a video saying that we have a new playlist and we are reading Women Who Ran with the Wolves, and we are also reading Belonging. I have my microphone here because I have been trying to read and Belonging. So when I started practicing and reading aloud, I realized, oh my God, what's happening? What happens is that when we speak different languages, each language has like a different set of phonemes, of sounds. And we move the mouth and our jaw in a different way. So when we pronounce words in Spanish, we use different movements of our jaw and our mouth and our tongue. And when we pronounce in English, it's different. So I started reading this book, and I have to repeat and use the dictionary to check pronunciation, to check the meaning of some difficult words, because I may understand the meaning from the context, but I was not sure about the correct meaning in English. So I use my English dictionary, monolingual dictionary, and the pronunciation dictionary to check the pronunciation, because if I want to read aloud, I want to read it, maybe not perfectly, because I can't now, but I am forcing myself. So the idea is that the videos I make in English, especially reading aloud, may not be approved or maybe not liked by native speakers, but the idea is that if you are bilingual or if you have advanced English, you may find them useful to practice listening or to practice reading. But I'm trying to force myself, to push me. I'm pushing myself so that I can recover some skills which I'm starting to lose. So I don't want to lose that, because it's a pity that I can understand perfectly, but for some reason, because I have not been speaking to foreigners, I have been not working with foreigners, my level of speaking and my level of reading and my pronunciation is not as good as it used to be. So some students of mine say, no, but it's perfect, you sound perfectly natural. I know I don't, because I know where I was. I know which was my level of English when I used to work as a translator or an interpreter. So I'm about to become 57 in a few days in September. So I think when we are going through menopause, or when you are already 50, there are many skills and many functions of our body or our brain, our mind, which start to deteriorate in some way, which they fade away, or they are weaker, they are not as bright as they used to be. So I think it's a question of exercise. The same as we have to push ourselves to do exercise with our body, I think we have to push ourselves to do exercise with our brain and our voice. And I think it's not the same reading silently, because when we read silently, sometimes we skip words. We skip words, or we skip phrases, or we skip sentences, just because we can understand the meaning and we skip them. But when we have to read in a loud voice, we have to pay attention to every word, to every sound, to every letter, to every sentence. So I think reading aloud is a very good practice when you are over 50, you are in your 50s or in your 60s. So I invite you to do that and to read aloud. First, you can start with an easy book. This is not an easy book to read because it's very technical. She's a psychologist and a psychiatrist, so she uses very technical vocabulary. But you can read something easier aloud, and then you record your voice, even if you don't share, but you record yourself to see if you are stuck, if you are fluent, if you can understand yourself, if you sound like you sounded in your brain. So I'm reading these books with all respect to native speakers. I'm not a native. I was born in Argentina. I never lived outside Argentina. I was never able to travel outside Argentina. I've never been outside Argentina. I used to work with foreign companies, foreign universities. I used to work a lot with English, but I became unemployed around, it was like, I think the last good job or last good work was in 2012 or 2011. And then I tried to survive and I became an entrepreneur and I started, like promoting my books, my own books, and doing holistic therapies and becoming private teacher and doing whatever I can to survive and to make a living. So for some reason I stopped or I did not keep in touch with foreigners or with people, native people speaking English. So here I am trying to practice, I am trying to improve my reading, my speaking, my reading aloud, and my speaking skills. So let me know your comments, let me know where you are, why you are here in this channel, and if any of the videos are at least useful for you to practice your English. And if you want to practice your Spanish, you can visit my main channel. I will leave the information here below. Thank you very much for your patience. Thank you very much for your patience. You see, your understanding and your loving care, for holding the space for me and spending time on this channel. Thank you very much. As always, I leave you with a prayer. May you be free from pain and sorrow. May you be at peace. God bless you.